Hello, this is H.E. Bailey, and welcome to the finale of Let's Play Phantasy Star! Let's take a look at our equipment setup before heading in there, for those who haven't been following along all the way. But anyway, yeah, we got ultimate equipment there for Alisa. Sadly, the diamond armor that you can buy is the best thing she can get. Myau, all of his equipment is bought. So, yeah, not much we can do with that one. But we've got some pretty good HP and defense going there. Now, Tylon, I did some different things with. I decided to go with the laser gun against Emperor LaShiec because he has really, really high defense. And even with power boost and the Laconian axe, you're still going to outdamage him with the laser gun because of the high defense. Usually, anyway. And Lutz, pretty standard there. Just make sure you get him up to level 21 so he has 72 MP so that he can cast wind up to 6 times if necessary. I'll be a little quiet so you guys can hear the final boss music coming. Hey, how's it going? What do you mean? You've been following me this whole time? Why don't you just shove a leash up my ass? What do you mean by that? What about my bloodline? I don't... What does that have to do with anything? What's love got to do with it? Well, yeah, that is the general idea. What do you know about my dad? I'm going to take great pleasure in killing you for final boss time. Yeah, kick ass! I love the final boss music with the FM chip. But anyway, yeah, that lightning attack that he uses on you, if you don't have the Moa's crystal in your inventory, he will kill you in one shot. So yeah, you gotta have that in there. I went all the way through the dungeon without the crystal so that I could test that. And yeah, you gotta have it in your inventory. I don't know why Alisa's taking so much less damage though. Ow. But, oh well. But anyway, yeah, his defense is so high that you gotta go with fire and wind and all that stuff. And the laser gun to bypass his defense. It's ridiculous. So yeah, basically, absolutely make sure you keep Lutz and Alisa alive. Alisa shouldn't be too hard. Well, gotta save one of you guys, if I can. Nuts. Nuts! Nuts! Phew! Okay. We can take him. Ah, man. Now, I want to keep Alisa above 8 MP, so that way she can cast Troop. But, alright, we got him! Woohoo! Well, that was easy. No last words, no I'm evil and you'll never totally get rid of me or anything like that? Or no? Okay. Wow, that was pretty close. Well, let's see how many I can bring back to life. Just the one. Oh well. Okay, well anyway, let's get out of here. We gotta head back to Perseus on Matavia. And I do need to revive someone too. Well, as long as I'm back at the church, let's have them do the reviving. I could just restore my HP and MP for free and then revive him, but let's see what happens. I don't know what any of those words mean. Sukapan? No, that's another game of yours. But anyway, okay, we're all revived here. Now, unfortunately, we still can't take the starport to get to Perseus, so we're going to have to take the long way to get there. So I'm going to take the tunnel to Gothic, get on the Levano spaceship, and then we'll head on over to Uzo and Perseus. Okay, we're back at Perseus here. Basically, I just went from Uzo to the lake, took the hovercraft, went all the way to the northeast, and made it back here. So, all we gotta do is just talk to the Governor General and watch the credits roll. I hope you've enjoyed Let's Play Phantasy Star. Oh, I ran into some enemies on the way here. Might want to be at full HP and MP for this. You know, I want to be in my prime condition for the ending. And all that stuff. Wonder what happened to him. Where'd he go? Whoa! What's that doing here? Well, it's not over yet, viewers. But what I want to do is I want to equip the Laconian axe on Tylon there. Because of, well, what we got coming up here. You'll see. But anyway, yeah, this floor, we don't have any enemies to fight here. So, pretty much straight shot to the end. I don't even know if I really need the dungeon map, but, well, I threw it in there anyway. Although I did edit out a spoiler on one of the maps there. When we get to that point. So I can leave you in suspense. Well, at least it's easy enough to do all that. Whoa! Yeah, no stairs in this place, unfortunately. Now we're actually going to start to run into random battles again. Oh well. But yeah, basically I would pretty much just run from everything. We've got all the levels we need. And I don't want to waste any more of my Roganins or MP than I have to. So yeah, just use the Psycho Wand. That's the way to go. Makes life a lot easier. If only I could have everyone use it in every round without having to go through the tedium of manually selecting it every time. But, oh well. Yeah, wow, they got some of the hardest guys in the game here. What's going on here? I thought we killed LaShiec. Wouldn't killing him kind of undo the stuff he was doing? I mean, the soldiers are no longer on the payroll, but they still prevent me from using a public spacecraft. What gives, game? What gives? Wow, that was like 3 battles in a row there. Holy cow. Well, we're doing okay. I was able to run from them, but like 3 battles in like 2 steps or something. Yeah, the encounter rate can be pretty streaky at times. And unforgiving. Oh well. Well, we're almost at the end of this floor anyway. So, easy enough. Whoa! Okay, now this part is a little tricky. I mean, if you have the map, it's easy to figure out what you're supposed to do, but if you don't, well, it's, yeah, a little bit of a bastard move, but at least it's not a completely invisible wall. Not again. Well, at least I can run away from them quickly enough. Nuts. How do you have elephants down here? Or whatever the heck that thing is. Well, I mean, I guess it's a mammoth, but I mean, whatever. It's not a big deal. But anyway, okay. 1. I need to take 3 steps. 2. Game! No, not 1, 2 game. Come on. This is the step that I need to be on, but it's gonna throw me back a step again. But anyway, haha! Secret passage. At least it's not an invisible wall, though. But you still can't see it if you're just going straight by it. So I don't know how you're supposed to know where to go here, but just check every single wall? Whatever. But anyway, yeah, let's just get to the end here. And run! Really, really fast. I really hope I don't get hit by thunder from this guy. Yeah, now that I think about it, I didn't think about this before, but the face, or the mask of that guy, kind of looks like the mask of the bad guy in the Star Wars 7. Huh. I never thought about that before. More Star Wars references from 30 years in the past. Or, well, maybe not quite 30 years, but you know what I mean. But anyway, let's get everyone up to full here. And I'll be quiet so you guys can hear the awesome music coming up here. Yeah, everything there, pretty straightforward. Use the miracle key. Let's get it on to the very end. and make sure we save before we go in there, just in case. For final boss time. Real final boss time. Yeah, kick ass! I don't know where this guy came from, but we have to have an unexpected final boss at the end. It's a rule. But anyway, yeah, Dark Force or Dark Fowls, as they translated him sometimes. But anyway, yeah, I don't know where this guy came from, but we have to take him out, and he is hard. Now, he doesn't have the high defense that LaShiec had, so I think it's okay to use the Laconian axe on him if you get a power boost going. The problem is that his attacks are really, really, really strong. So, I mean, he could one-shot any of us if he hits them 2 consecutive times. So sometimes this battle might come down to some really bad luck. But we'll do the best we can. Ow. I mean, if I can get through this without Lutz dying, then I think we're okay. But if not, well, then it's going to make things immensely harder. Now, the thing with this boss, I don't know how this exactly works. I've heard that basically he's not one guy, but there's actually 2 of him. That's why he can attack twice in a single round. Like, he'll attack once, then we'll get some attacks in, and then he'll attack again. I've heard that, yeah, because it's not like a Zeromus thing where you kill the first part and then, without actually telling you, give him a full HP restored. No. But if there's 2 of them you're fighting at once, then why wouldn't a gun hit both of them, right? But then if there's only 1 of them, they must have like some special exception for the final boss. I mean, they did remove his HP to kind of hide the fact that there's 2 of them. If there is, I don't know. But I guess that was their way of working around the 255 HP limits or something. Hey, you recognize that face? That was the succubus or nightmare, whatever we saw way back towards the beginning of the game. I don't know what he's doing here. I don't think they ever explain it now that I think about it. I thought they had something about that in, like, the 4th game, but, well, I won't spoil it for you guys. But as far as this game's concerned, yeah, he just kind of came out of nowhere or something. Hey, alright! Wow, that was enormously easier than I thought it would be. I got pretty lucky he didn't one-shot anyone, but alright. Oh, man. He was evil all along. No. Well, thank you. I know they do mention this game in future games in the series, but, well, anyway. What's going on? Oh, how does no one know that? I mean, shouldn't, I don't know, whoever raised me be able to tell? Or wouldn't someone know? I don't know, but sure, I'll take over the world, kill the most powerful man in the world. To be the man, you gotta beat the man. Or, well, to be the woman, I guess. In this case, but alright. If you say no, I mean, it's not the end of the world, but, well, yeah, I guess he takes over or something. I think the canon ending is that she did become a ruler or something and did a whole bunch of good things, I guess. Yeah, I wonder what happened to that castle anyway. I wouldn't worry about it. Probably not important. No, seriously, as far as I know, not important at all. So, oh well. Yeah, that does remind me, when we were fighting the Gold Dragon, someone was saying, H.C. Bailey, if Myau dies, it's game over during that fight, which I suppose makes sense, because we're kind of riding on top of him, weren't we? So, yeah, that's a nice little detail. I like that. Alright. Man, that's some hair you got going there, Noah. Well, whatever works for you. Alright, let's watch the credits roll. Yeah, and review our adventure while we're here too. So yeah, for the graphics, I'd give them an 8 out of 10. Pretty advanced for its day, really. I mean, it was pretty colorful. The enemies actually had attack animations and such. Yeah, it was like almost unheard of in the NES era, or well, any 8-bit machine really, back in the day. So yeah, above average. I don't know if I'd say it was like extraordinary, like Dragon Quest IV, or Dragon Warrior 4 as it was back in the day, but yeah, this is pretty good. Better than average. And for the music, I'd also give it an 8 out of 10. I loved all the dungeon themes that they got for the game, and kick-ass final boss themes and everything. Not really a sad theme, as far as I can tell. But with the FM chip, that really helps it a lot. If it was just the original, I'd probably give the music a 2 out of 10. The sound effects were so grating in that version. That's why it took me so long to get around to this game, because of the sound effects there. Music was okay. I mean, some of them were, well, they're catchy and stuff, but it doesn't make up for it, in my opinion. For the plot of the game, I'd give it a 7 out of 10. Pretty average JRPG storyline. Evil wizard rules the world, go kill him. I mean, there's nothing extraordinary, but I mean, it was a little better in some ways. I mean, they actually had dialogue for the characters. Not many JRPGs back in the game did that. And for the gameplay mechanics, I'd give them a 6 out of 10. The reason I give it a knock there is, like, especially the encounter rate is pretty brutal in this game. And, like, you got, you do have some buffs and debuffs that are useful every now and then. But for the most part, your mages are never going to do, or your magic, you're never going to use it outside of a boss fight or anything like that, or very, very rarely. So, not a whole lot of variety there. And there were some JRPGs back at that time that were doing a lot more than that. So, that's pretty much why I give it a knock. So, overall, I'd give the game a 7 out of 10. Pretty average JRPG for the day, but, well, I enjoyed getting into it, and, well, I'm already playing the second game, so we'll see how that goes. Maybe I'll make that into an LP someday. So that's all for Let's Play Phantasy Star. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I've had fun making it. This is H.C. Bailey, signing off. Have a good day, and see you next Let's Play.